We'll just give this a try and see how it goes. Oh, that's because I lost focus. There we go. I already changed a little bit. I'm gonna be into this. Let's go. Hopefully me too. Gensokyo, Human Village, Main Street. It's currently 9 in the morning. It's usually around this time that the people are the most busy, and the village gets more and more active. But lately this place has felt really empty. Isn't this supposed to be the main street? I think everyone is too scared to leave their house. I don't like Reimu's like blank stare straight ahead here. I'm not sure. Oh well, it's fine, right? We can just eat dumplings while sitting on the storefront since there's so few people. There's so few people. I mean, is the guy selling dumplings there? I mean, since we're a bit early for the meeting time, we can do that while waiting. The dumplings they make here are really delicious. I know, right? So we should eat them quickly before the others get here. The meeting point was a dumpling shop facing the village's main street. So, the two girls ate without a care in the world. They waited for the others. The rainy season was at its end, and the blistering heat was flickering as the early summer began. Yet, the main street was bereft of residents and their liveliness. The whole village was wrapped in a chilling atmosphere unbefitting of the current season. That atmosphere is fine with me. Better than the heat, at least. Yep, this summer looks like it's gonna be pretty cool this year. I won't have to go cool myself at Corin's place. You treat your house like a storeroom and barely give it any ventilation. That's why it's so hot in there, even though the forest it's in helps block the sun's rays. Yeah, something like that could be bad. But it's refreshing. It's cool and peaceful. Oh, but it's cool and refreshing here. It's cool and peaceful. Peace is good. Everybody says so. Yeah, so maybe this... I kinda see what Wari was saying, but actually it's not too bad. It's just like phrasing, like it's just kind of like awkward phrasing sometimes, I guess. Does this village really look peaceful to you? I always say Kaine, but it's Kaine without her hat. Really, I know she's holding her hat, but I'm just like, without her hat, it looks strange. Oh, hello. There's still some time before our appointment. Look at that. Nothing else could scream incident more than that. Yeah, see, like, that's kind of awkward phrase. It's frightening everyone. You need to do something about it quickly. I literally talk like Marissa phrased that all the time. Yeah, but... I guess reading it from a script feels weird. Like when someone's speaking unscripted, you might not like take a notice of that thing, but I'm trying to like when I'm reading and it feels weird to say, like reading from the script, it just feels a little strange, that's all. They're like, look at that. Nothing else could, like, what's that? Nothing else could scream incident more than that. It's frightening everyone. You need to do something about it quick. An incident? What do you mean? I can't see anything at all. Anyway, one more dumpling, please. Of course you're not going to see it while your eyes are glued to the food down there. Look up and tell me again you cannot see it. It is weird. I only talk like that because, yeah, like, you know, I understand that. I definitely understand that. No thanks, I'm fine. The dumplings I have in my mouth might get stuck in my throat. You shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Just shut up and look. Good. Kaine grabbed Marissa's dumpling-stuffed face and forced her to look upwards. It's literally Etrian Odyssey. My brain now thinks in a foreign language, and I translate my own words before I speak. Yeah, that sounds cool, but I'm sure it's a pain. With her face forcefully lift up. Okay, yeah, I guess that's kind of strange, but that makes sense. Marissa could see, and I can't see without my glasses, but my eye was itchy. Marissa could see an out of this world massive tree. See an out of this world massive tree, calmly rooted in the distance. An outlandish towering tree was piercing through the clouds, its leaves and branches growing outward in order to create a maze of levels. The great tree's size was so ridiculous that anyone who raised their head even slightly couldn't help but see it. I'm gonna just move the chat box up just a little bit so it's not covered up by Win's text box there, because of course I had to put Win back on my layout because we're playing Etrian Odyssey, so I just had to remind everyone that Win is not in this game. The great tree's size was so ridiculous that anyone who raised their head even slightly couldn't help but see it. The tree had suddenly appeared in Gensokyo around 3 days ago. It appeared suddenly in the Forest of Magic. No clues as to the cause. Even now, it continues to grow slowly but surely, obscuring the daylight to Gensokyo and creating an ever-growing curtain of darkness. Marissa speaking before is okay, but these descriptive texts are very strange. I mean, it's not too bad. Like, this is not bad, you know? I guess what I was sort of expecting when Maria said that they weren't, like, feeling it too well was, like, actually, like, grammar mistakes or, you know, like, spelling error or just extremely, like, awkward phrasing or word choice. It's just a little weirdness. I mean, I mean, I've only been playing for like 10 minutes, but it doesn't seem too bad, you know? Do you see it now? I got it already. Thank you very much. A big tree like that isn't something to laugh at, but hey, when looking at something that big, you really can't help thinking about human life, right? You aren't even bothered by it. It would be fine if it just disappeared in a day or two, but it's not likely something that massive will simply disappear if we leave it alone. The villagers are starting to get frightened by that tree. Furthermore, such a large obstacle to the light will eventually have a detrimental effect on the hearts of the yokai living in the village, don't you agree? It's also bad for the growth of the plant. In fact, a portion of the crops and flowers that were planted in the fields in the forest's outskirts, in the village's outskirts, excuse me, have already begun to wither away. It's not difficult to imagine that if we leave the tree alone, things are only going to get worse. Ain't it good though? We get a cool and sunlight-free summer in return, and you can take the opportunity to mass-produce bean sprouts. This girl. I'm not sure if they want it to be like I guess the Ware Hakutaku. Oh yeah, because that's Kane, of course. Who set up an elementary school in the human village, took anything that would threaten its peace very seriously. And so, Kane raged on about how we are going to find the cause of this great tree today. Reimu and Marissa were forcefully dragged into it. Well, I also was saying to myself that it's about time to investigate that great tree. The timing is perfect, I would say. Is that so? Reimu, haven't you been poking your nose into the thieving uproar that happened at Korin's place recently? Are you done with that already? Of course not. There's no way we can leave something as ridiculous as the Ame no Murakumo being stolen alone, don't you agree? But no matter how I looked and searched for the criminal, they didn't leave a single trace. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Let's see, Korindo, was it? A thief broke into that antique store? What is that and the Ame no Murakumo about? This is all news to me. I should probably give an explanation for that. Ryunosuke Morechika, a half-human, half-yokai hybrid who runs an antique shop located at the border of the Forest of Magic. He was the last of the four for this meeting. Oh my, Ryunosuke, you're pretty late. The last to show up, in fact. No, I'm right on time. One should be neither too early nor too late for any appointment. Being late is obviously out of the question, while being early makes the other person worry too much about whether they should have come early too. Yes, your opinions really matter to us. So, what were you saying about a thief? It's as they say, a thief broke into my shop. As you may know, my shop sells items that came here from the outside world. There are also some other small and rare articles that are not for sale and that I keep for my personal collection. The value of the Ame no Murakumo that was stolen around a week ago really stood out from the rest. The great tree grew just a few days ago, and the theft happened a bit before that. Well, we didn't know that Ryunosuke had such a thing in his possession. And if it's true, there's no way we can leave such an artifact alone. Ame no Murakumo, huh? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? It's a famous, I believe it's a famous sword. Wait a minute, are you sure it's the authentic one? This isn't the time to talk about its value. This is the most famous and powerful sword in Japanese lore. Most of all, how were you able to get an artifact like that? It's the first time I've heard about a relic like this being in Gensokyo. Wasn't this heirloom enshrined and worshipped somewhere in the outside world? Oh, Kane didn't know about it after all. Me too. I'm really interested to hear about how you found that sort of thing, Korin. Trade secrets. Okay, so it's just plot. Yeah, Japanese lore. We're just hand-waving it. We just needed some sort of powerful artifact. So we know about the outside world. We know about this specific, real life, I know Zune, I know this game isn't by Zune, but I know Zune likes to sort of blur the line between like what's allowed to happen in Gensokyo and stuff in the main games. So it's just we just gotta suspend our disbelief here that Ame no Morokumo could just be in Gensokyo. I always feel like lore is explicitly fictional story. I can't possibly say where I found it, especially not to Marissa, since I kind of tricked her into giving it to me. Well, no, it's not really tricking Marissa, since she didn't know it was the Ame no Morokumo. In the first place, I'm the one who wants to know where she discovered that. Once in a while, her hobby of accumulating trash pulls up some unbelievable treasure. That's how I was able to get it off her hands for dirt cheap. Well, whether or not that sword is the genuine Ame no Morokumo handed down from ancient times, it was definitely made of pure scarlet gold, and it was undoubtedly an extremely powerful sword. That I am certain. After hearing that story, I started looking for the sword and its thief. But up till now, the culprit remains at large. I see, so while you were searching for your thief, that great tree sprouted forth and caused an even bigger uproar. Like, we're taking a lot of text to just get to the point where the thief who took the sword probably grew the tree. Yeah, like, we're taking a long time to get to this line. Incidentally, Reimu also mentioned that she had a feeling that the culprit was in that great tree. Really? Well, Reimu's intuition is generally right in these times. We can't leave that tree alone anyway, right? So I figured since Kane was being annoying enough to call this meeting as well, that it was time to investigate that great tree and kill two birds with one stone. And that's how we decided to include Korin in our exploration. Oh, is he gonna be playable? It's his fault for keeping quiet about the sword and not securing it well enough. It's clearly the thief who's at fault. I'm the victim here, and really, I'm not even suited for fighting. I'm certainly expecting nothing from you in battle, but there's a strength in numbers when wandering a big tree like that, don't you think? So in short, he's making up the numbers. You don't have to yeah, see, here's just a missing two. You don't have to declare that to everyone, you beasts. Although the idea of him just calling those two girls beasts. But yeah, see, like, we're missing two. I'm playing Touhou Nil Soul, and it has a long-winded opening dialogue, too. Yeah. And so, let's all give this our best. Onwards and upwards. Oh! Ooh, yay! Pachi, pachi, pachi. When starting a new game, you can set the difficulty on hard mode. Library levels can't go over character level times 1.2. Character level cannot go over the level of any bosses you fight because of the restrictions. Boss battles will be much tougher. If you choose to set the game on hard mode, then the restrictions can only be removed by defeating the main game's last boss. There's no other way to lower the difficulty. You want to start the game in hard mode. I do not, but if the game is fun enough, I probably would want to try hard mode. We'll see. God, this is just Etrian Odyssey. It feels so good looking at an Etrian Odyssey style menu. This is literally just Etrian Odyssey. Tekkaiju. With a tree that big, I was worried that its roots or leaves might trash up the shrine. Seems like there wasn't much to worry about. The donation box is empty as always, too. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. Well, when this kind of abnormal situation happens, donating to the shrine is hardly high on anyone's list of immediate priorities. Really? Is that really the only reason? What are you trying to say? Nothing, really. Anyways, why are we here at the shrine? Do we have something to do here? No, there's not really anything to do here at the moment. we should just come back after we exterminate monsters within that tree and accumulate experience. Then we can level up and distribute bonus points obtained from leveling up. If we want to use special items, this is where we do it. That's for later. Okay. Thank you so much for the explanation. Well, I'm a main character. It's expected. So what? I'm a main character too. We can de-level. So this is basically kind of like... Well, it's weird because etrian Odyssey, you could level up your characters basically at any time. Oh, I do have some skill points. Cool. I guess, how long will these be locked for? What I was gonna say was, it would be silly of me to expect, I guess, in basically what amounts to an indie game to, and it's not like etrian Odyssey was like a big budget series in the first place, but I guess it would be silly of me to expect the like skill up menu to be like as clean as etrian Odyssey's. Just looking at a list like this is definitely I wouldn't say boring, but it's harder to like look at and like sort of get a sense of what skills do what. If you haven't played etrian Odyssey, I should say, basically skills are in a skill tree, which, if you don't know what a skill tree is, it's basically a visual representation of what skills are required to learn other skills. And if this is kind of the same, I can't tell because it doesn't tell me what skills are locked and how to unlock them. Like right now, these skills are locked, and it might be character dependent. Like each character might have different stat boosts. Since it looks like everyone has those same stat boosts, but then everyone has what, 10 unique skills? Yeah. Cool. So yeah, these might be locked just because the character just might not be able to learn it in general. Because like, you think the etrian Odyssey, there's, your characters are all different fighter classes. They're like a warrior or a gunner or a healer, and they all have, I guess, different stat boosts that they can learn, similar to this. So maybe these are going to be locked forever for Reimu, for example. But the fact that they're left here and they're just locked kind of makes me feel like that's not going to be the case. I hope it isn't, but if it is, it's kind of weird that they just left them here, because like every character has them, so it's kind of like just a little detail that they could have like removed ones that you couldn't use. Because right now it sort of just clutters up the menu a little bit. But can we, let's check. Level up bonuses. So, not only are characters going to level up, but they're also going to get bonuses from leveling up, and that's what you can do here, I guess, at the shrine. Or weapon slots. Accept skill info. And look at what the skills are? I'm trying to figure out, like, what the controls are, but I guess I can't see. Like, I want to check out what Yin Yang Orb does, but maybe I have to go into skills and see? Because it is level 1. Yeah, I guess that's my first note here, is that the skill menu specifically is a little cluttered. This I don't mind being cluttered, I guess, because it's just like it's just numbers here. But like for skills, I kind of prefer how Etrian Odyssey sort of like spaces them out, so you can sort of see what you're looking at a little easier, I guess. Elements and affinities. So there are 8 elements. We got fire, cold, wind, nature, mystic, spirit, dark, and physical. Are there... Okay, there are ailments and resistances. Debuffs are an exception to resistances. Hold up. I can't even begin with any feedback on it. RPG stuff overwhelms me knowing. Yeah, it's honestly probably going to be easier for me and anyone else like watching this to just like start playing the game. But also, I kind of just like menu systems, I guess. So I kind of wanted to check it out and maybe glean something out of it. The base value of affinities. Oh, okay. So an affinity is basically an elemental resistance. Okay. In fact, they even have it listed as resistance at the bottom, like right where I'm pointing. I'm sort of covering up resist, so it says cyst right there, but it's resist. So, like, for example, what was it? So 100 is the base value, and anything higher than 100 will actually reduce damage. So, for example, Reimu has really standard resistances against the elements, except mysticism, apparently. Mystic. She's gonna get wrecked by Mystic because she only has 66. Just pointed out right there. She has 66 Mystic, so she'll get wrecked by Mystic. Whereas Marissa has like 100% resistance to it. Wow. Okay. That makes sense. And then for ailments and resistances, the likelihood that the character will resist that specific element. Debuffs are an exception. Debuffs are an exception. The amount of time it takes for them to wear off is fixed. Okay. What else do we got? Ailment effects. Poison. Poison will not kill. That's really good to know. Poison will not kill. Paralysis. The bar will not increase. Heavy. When an ally is affected by heavy, it can no longer be switched to the back line. Enemy is afflicted by heavy. Speed is reduced. ATB is halved. Shock status will... Oh, after the ATB bar is halved, shock status will disappear immediately. I'm assuming TRR is trembling? Maybe? Or terror. It's terror. Okay. When an ally is inflicted with terror, they will lose MP every time they take a turn. That's like that's a persona debuff, isn't it? When an enemy is affected by terror, all their stats will be reduced. Silence, no longer able to use spell cards. Yeah, makes sense. Death, the ally afflicted ally or enemy will move from battle regardless of HP. And then debuffs are just reducing the stat. Okay, cool. We are learning a little bit. Do we start with any items? No. Alright, so I guess this is the front line, and then you get 8 characters for your back line? Wow. Cool. Have I really been playing for 20 minutes, 25 minutes already? I've just been looking at menus for 20 minutes. I guess the intro was like 10 minutes, so maybe longer, but wow. I'm just looking at menus. This place is always super moldy every time I come. Every time I come. I figured you would be coming any time now. Oh, that voice is... Hey! Pachi pachi pachi. From me, it's my library, so it shouldn't be a surprise, right? Incidents don't get much more obvious than that. So I figured it was about time the firefighters Gensokyo started to act. If you know about it, then just help us somehow already. Like giving us some ancient spellbooks or strong magic items. We'd welcome those with open arms. You really don't beat around the bush, do you? Oh, really? Well, fine, let's see. I'll raise your stats for you. Ooh, that's good. Alright, go ahead. Make it a big one. Yeah, we're coming. We're coming. Who said I'll do it for free? No coming for free here. Honestly, I'm not taking your money for nothing either. This kind of thing requires a lot of items and medicine. I'm just charging you for the material. So basically, we pay money here to get stronger. Yes, indeed. So earn all you can and keep the money coming. Keep the money coming, if you would. Okay, so I want to see how much it costs, I guess. Let's just take a look. Okay, so it's I guess it's cheap to start, I guess. But already, like, the elements cost. Okay, and I guess it depends on the character too. I wonder what sort of affects that. Okay, that's all we needed to check there. You're gonna cry. I'm literally just saying come. That's all. It's not that big a deal. We're back in the village again, huh? As I thought, the villagers here are more restless than usual. Of course, you two are the only ones who can remain calm, or rather, be excited about this situation at all. Normal people aren't that strong. And we're the type of humans who solve these incidents. The ways of the world works well if you think about it. Anyway, it's been a long time. It's been a long while. It's been a long time since I was able to take a casual walk around the village. It sure has changed a lot everywhere. We've walked in the outskirts for quite a bit, but there are still lots of food and lodging facilities around here. A long while from you is probably from several decades ago. Really, you half yokai in your lifespans. Ugh, I realized it. Well, whatever you say, from the looks of the village, there really are lodging facilities popping up everywhere. Well, yeah, with this kind of obvious incident going on, there wouldn't be anyone who'd be taking a faraway trip or anything. What about it? From what I heard, there are a lot of humans and yokai that have entered the tree. If we continue to explore the tree, perhaps we will find others who will help your exploration. As our party gets bigger, we'd need a place to gather everyone around. And with the amount of lodging facilities in the village, we should be able to get a pretty good price on staying at one for a while. If we make use of that, we should be able to accommodate for quite a number of people. Eh? Machide! I thought that Korin out of his store would be like a kappa out of water. That's really well thought out. I'm seeing you in a whole new light. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or insulting me. I guess I'll just treat it as a compliment this time. Though honestly, I got all the gold from Marissa's father and permission to use their good name to get a large discount, but Marissa probably wouldn't stand for this kind of thing. I'll just pretend that it's all thanks to me. Something that's like, maybe not little known, but Marissa's family is actually, I guess, in the standards of the game, her family is actually pretty well-to-do, and just Marissa just doesn't like her parents and ran away to live in the forest and steal and eat mushrooms off the ground. So she's a self-made woman, but her family owns a store, I believe, and that's how she met Korin as a kid, as a younger kid. And since he doesn't grow that much, he's sort of like stayed the same. But she obviously grew up and like ran away from home and became a magician. So we can change members, and we can register favorites here. Okay. Workshop. Of course Nitori would run the shop. Irashai! Irashaimase! Marissa, you got a paper fan? I don't have one, and there's none for sale either. Guess this wrench will have to do. Are these threats normal for trying to greet my customers courteously? The human village sure is a scary place. These are the only humans who do something like that, so relax. Yeah, Nitori does not usually come to the village, does she? But I'm assuming she set up shop because of the incident. I've never heard of a Kappa workshop in the village before. But of course, I started this shop just now. With a fun-looking tree popping out of nowhere like that, there must be a lot of humans exploring it. For those of them who are not used to fighting, they'll flock to my workshop in search of all sorts of goods. How's that? Perfect plan, right? Very perfect plan. Except that there aren't a lot of humans exploring that tree. Majide. You're kidding, right? You're obviously using Reimu and Marissa as your base for human behavior. Normal humans are too scared to get anywhere close to that thing. That actually sounds kind of like something Nitori would do. Base all of her ideas on what most humans are like on Reimu and Marissa, so... now I don't feel like doing anything. I'll just close the shop and go back. Hey, don't worry about it. We're just the right customers for you. So make sure you prepare the best for us. A workshop whose only customers are the dirt-poor shrine maiden and her companions. My store is already looking bleak from the first day. Nitori is a weeb? Why is Nitori a weeb? Hold up. You just said she only knows the anime humans. Yeah, I guess. So we can buy equipment. In etrian Odyssey, it's usually like a good idea because you start with a couple thousand gold to or at least a couple hundred, and it's enough to like buy equipment. But I guess this game we're just starting off with like basically nothing. And we get Kane's school. It's nice that we're looking around Kane's school, but there's nothing to do here. I could ask what the heck you two are doing here too. Yeah, we're here for some reason. There's nothing interesting going on in a school for you. Or perhaps you want to study? No. I don't want to teach you two either. What do you do here normally? Well, it's a school, so normally I teach here. Otherwise, I thought of compiling a summary on all the monsters inside the Great Tree. It'll be useful if they ever get out of the tree, though I doubt that'll happen. She thinks all humans fly around on giant turtles and threaten gods. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like that actually sounds like a pretty good Nitori characterization. Just trying to set up shop in the human village, but if she adjusted her expectations, it might work out, right? So basically, if we want to look at the bestiary, we can come here. Thank you for that frank summary of what I've just went through. Yeah, it's a game, we know. We can go to the Great Tree, and we can save at Aku's house. Okay. Excuse us, we're coming in, Aku. Hey, Aku, you there? Yes, hello there. May I help you? We're thinking of exploring that tree a little from now on, so we're wondering if you had any information to share about it. Aku, do you know anything about that thing? She thinks humans all Naruto dash. I don't know much. At the very least, it's not something already well known, like the cycle of the number of ghosts increasing every 60 years. I guess we'll have to do some actual legwork to know more about that thing. By the way, I'd be happy if you can resolve this tree incident too. That thing is blocking the sun's light, and I don't want to catch a cold. So I'll help in what little way I can. If that thing keeps growing, the village won't be getting any sunlight at all soon. Please do something about it before that happens. We'll take whatever help you can give. What can you do for us? At the very least, I'll help with what I'm good at. I'll make a record of your exploration. A record? That's it? My, exploration records are important, especially in RPGs. What do you mean by that? Sana? Who knows? But if you're not satisfied with just that, well, fine. I'll give you this too. We got a treasure chest key. What's this? It's a key to open locked treasure chests in the tree. Since I can't fight in there, I really have no use for this, so I'll give it to you. Yay! There's treasure chests, huh? Now that gets me excited. However, it seems this key disappears after you use it once. Since it's not reusable, please consider your options carefully before using it. It disappears after using it once? How does that even work? Sana? Who knows? Alright, and we can save our data. Wow. They definitely gave the menus, like, the Etrian Odyssey vibe, so, like, you definitely know... Man, I'm so happy to play an Etrian Odyssey game. Alright. Cool, let's go in. We're going in. And I guess this is the best way to, since there's not two screens, this will be the best way. It's just going to be a grid that we can sort of walk around on. So this is the inside of the great tree. The greenery seems to stretch out forever. A forest within a tree. Suppose it wouldn't be too odd to find a small forest growing inside a huge tree, but actually seeing it with your own eyes, it feels like all I can do is shake my head and laugh. I bet I'll have a stupid grin on my face for the next 3 days when I remember this before I go to bed. Really? For me, it's also normal that it's kind of disappointing. Yep, you find one mysterious super huge plant, get you all fired up and go inside, and all that's waiting for you is a forest with a lot of soil and grass. There's something that makes no sense from the outside. What's inside it makes way too much sense. It would have been better if there oh, there's another grammar, like an extra word here instead of a missing one. It would have been better if it was a place with boiling magma. It would have been better if there was a place. It would have been better if there was a It would have been better if there was a place with boiling magma, or some space like atmosphere, or something else appropriately crazy. Spare me from that, please. Reimu and Marissa are, how do I put this, extremely experienced with incidents. Their perspective is much different from ours. As the bastions of common sense, we'll have to do our best to keep them in line. See, there's another missing word. I don't mind if you want to be a bastion, but you better be as helpful as one in battle. I was just temporarily overawed by the sight of this place. Overawed? Is that a word? Is that a real word? Overawed. Like, I know it's awed, A-W-E-D, like you're in awe. She was in awe, but she was overawed. I've never heard that before. I don't know if that's I mean, it could be a real one. By the sight of this place, of course I'd be helpful in battle. My skill is nothing to scoff at. My skill is plenty to scoff at, and I doubt I'll be anything more than a liability. Can I go home now? No. You, a grown man, want to leave behind frail and defenseless young ladies and return by yourself? What a heartless person you are. Nitori thinks all humans chase incidents. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Which I think that's funny, actually. Who exactly qualifies as a frail and defenseless young lady? What are you trying to insinuate? Nothing. You're reading too much into it. Come on, Kane. Stop glaring at him so that we can get started. Alright. I gotta remember, I have it set up so that up is right. I've gotta remember that. I wonder if I can I change that right now? Yeah, Nitori's cool. Okay, so we can attack, we have our spell cards. How much MP do And what's TP? I don't know what TP is either, so... All allies, SPI. Was SPI, concentrate. Use your mind. Oh, that's actually really cool. Otaku Nitori's greatest lore. This is actually cool. So in Etrian Odyssey, once you run out of MP, you're kind of like screwed. You really want to go back to like base and heal. But this game sort of gives you an option to restore your MP. That's really cool, actually. I wish on the so we can sort of see like what their skills are here. We got Magic Missile, we got Asteroid Belt, we got Master Spark, and Concentration. Great. That's fine. It has the target sort of like I'm pointing at it. They have like the target right next to here, so we can see that Master Spark costs 27 MP. We don't even have that much maximum MP yet. But it says what type of attack it is. This is a Mystic attack for Master Spark, and I really wish they had used the symbol in addition to the MYS for Mystic there. I just feel like that would have been like a nice, what's the word? Quality of life feature, just because like I don't even remember what the 8 types of elements, the 8 elements of the game were. Fire, there was cold, there was lightning, there's mystic and dark, but like I don't remember all 8. So just using the symbols in addition to the words would have been really nice to see that, I think. But yeah, that's just it. Don't mind me, I just wanted to complain a little bit. Oh, okay. Marissa just blasted. We got 4 EXP and 4 money. So, that was our first battle. It ain't too bad if we're careful. It wasn't too bad because of you all. I couldn't do much at all. We managed one way or another, but it gets pretty rough when they start attacking. It'd be best if we take the initiative and use spell cards to take out the enemies before they attack. Not like I can do that, either. Well, even if we take damage in battle, we'll recover after we're done with it. Okay, don't worry. Alright, let's go. Let's keep the beat going. All HP that was lost in battle will be recovered after it. If a character was downed in battle, they will come back to the party with it. Yo! Alright, let's go. No, that's nice. Just heal after every single fight. For characters that recovered HP after being defeated, a large amount of TP will be consumed to bring them back. Those characters will lose 10 TP, and other characters will lose 1 to 5 TP depending on their HP left. TP acts as motivation for characters. If a character's TP goes down to 0, they will be demoralized and returned to Gensokyo by themselves. Okay. By reducing the amount of damage taken, you can reduce the amount of TP consumed. It's one way to extend your exploration. That's interesting. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm gonna have to see it played out more. We have the encounter rating going up. I feel like I should maybe like switch the left and right up and down. Oh, we got a Nut Eater. Oh, and the ATB meter just decides who attacks. It's basically how fast a character is. We kill that nut. Nut Eater. Ooh, I like the mini-map. I just wait. Hold up. Can I? Where's the options? Here we go. Movement type 1. I wanna. Let's try 2. Right? See if that's more comfortable for me. The Nut Eater. Goddamn Nut Eater. Die, nut eater. Taste my magic missile. I'm just not used to the, to the way. I wonder if, like, using this would be better. Let's try this. No. Okay. I'm just gonna have to, like, learn. Also, I keep doing this. XP. It's like up is move upright. Yes, I'm just gonna have to learn what I'm doing. Also, there's a button that just increases the encounter rate just straight up to 200%, and I keep pressing it accidentally. I believe it's the Y button. No? Like, you can see my encounter rate near the top right hand corner of the screen. If you just press Y, you'll immediately go to 200%, which will basically send you. I made too many nut eater jokes. Oh shit! Oh, we're gonna die here. We just got jacked by the nut. Yeah, I just got blasted. Reimu, kill! That did, like, no damage. Great. Does reliable damage to multiple enemies. Yeah, these guys are way too strong. We gotta escape. We gotta get out of here. Those guys were way too strong. Yeah, Reimu got jacked. We gotta leave. We gotta get out of here. What's here? Hold on. Obtain sub-equipment life fragment. That's great, but we definitely got jacked up just then. Yeah, we got nut blasted. And I don't think, can we just leave? Yes, we can just leave. Okay, so unfortunately, we're probably not going to continue for too much longer. Can we, look at these enemies here? View ally enemy information. Yeah, but how do I view? How do I view that enemy information? What's the info button? I need my ninja info cards. I can't see like, it's not letting me look at the enemy stats. That's an old reference. It is. Why can I view ally? Can I not look at the enemy information yet? Weird. It's just I kind of wanted to know what type of enemy these were, you know? Alright, great. Kane blasted him. I like how the intro of this song sounds like the X-Files. The X-Files theme. Yeah, unfortunately Renosuke is slow and he's only a support unit, so he's probably not even gonna do any damage right here. Oh, he did fair damage. Aren't you in danger? Yeah, like, Renosuke is definitely gonna leave after this fight. And, so we'll probably have to leave the dungeon after this, just to heal. I was just trying to, grab some items on the ground. The blue exclamation points on the ground are items. So, aren't you in danger without protagonist? We're in danger right now, but maybe we can kill all these nut eaters at once? Yeah, cool. So we're gonna have to leave now. Alright. There is no one in the front anymore. Returning to Gensokyo now. Well, that was our first run inside that tree. The enemies sure hit hard. In battles, we should aim to defeat them before they can hit us. However, if we go all out like that from the beginning, we'll run out of gas quickly. Well, it can't be helped for now. We're not used to exploring, after all. As we recruit new members, get stronger, become luckier, and chip away at it, our exploration area will little by little become wider as well. I guess all we can do is keep going at it. By the way, for some reason, it feels like the enemies aren't targeting us equally when attacking. Am I just imagining things? You're not. The enemies tend to attack characters that they have an easier time reaching. Characters in front of the party will be targeted more often. Conversely, characters in the back will be targeted less. Amongst our current group, the shopkeeper and I are a little tougher than Reimu and Marissa. It might be better to put us at the front using the formation option, to offer Reimu and Marissa a little more protection. Well, I'm also the worst at defeating the enemy. I'll at least be a tank. If I'm just sitting there uselessly while you girls are shielding me, I'd have trouble sleeping at night. Oh, well said, Corin. We'll be relying on you. Enemies are inclined to attack the leftmost character. Okay. So left is more up front, I guess. Characters with high HP and defenses should be put at the utmost left. More fragile characters go at the right. Okay. Controlling who the enemy attacks is very important in battle. Make sure your front line is well organized at all times. In recognition of your achievement, the following is awarded. I got an energy gem. Wow. All right. So no one leveled up, so there's no point in doing that. Maybe it's worth like increasing some stats with money. Speed up, I'm assuming, just increases our ATB time. Does, I was curious if magic up increased, our MP, but it probably doesn't. My roommate and I are taking turns calling each other nut eaters in very derogatory tones. Oh no. I wonder how much you have to upgrade, like... We can increase HP here. Reimu's HP. But trying to bump up her speed did not make her go any faster, unfortunately. Can we maybe increase Renosuke's speed? Oh. Yeah, we increased speed by 8 to level 8, and speed still did not go up. What a shame. Let's just dump a little more HP into Marissa. There we go. Cool. We need more money. We need money. Which is the one... Can we just change our party order? Yeah, we can just change our party order right here. What's that over there? Oh, it isn't Reimu. Oh, and Marissa and the second-hand shop owner, too. Hey, we ain't extras over here. What would you all be doing entering this place as a group? I could ask the same thing. What are you doing here? As for us, we're doing the usual, sticking our neck into trouble because it looks interesting. Yes, that was entirely what I expected. It's strange that it's only Reimu for the walking sprite. Yeah, I wonder if you could change that. Reimu and Marissa really do give off that impression to everyone else, huh? Anyway, enough of that. What about you? You don't seem to be the sort to stick your neck into this mess. Not like I came to this place because I wanted to. Lady Yuyuko got really excited since this gigantic tree appeared just when she was feeling bored. She was going on and on about how she wanted to give this place a visit. She kept telling me things like, the journey to becoming a worthy swordswoman begins with a search for an appropriate sword, which will also polish your skills. So, Yomu, go look for a sword in that tree, and so on. Were you trying to imitate Yuyuko's voice just now? Did it sound like her? Not really. Anyways, you came here to do as you were told. Of course not. No one could cater to Lady Yuko's every whim. Besides, I already have my Rokanken and Hakuroken. I just happened to come here to kill some time, enjoy the cooling atmosphere, and return to Hakugyo-kuro. I know, and it's like, that's the name for the stuff, but it's just, and I know you can't really localize it, but I'm just like, I'm trying to read these as, like, fluently as possible. Hakugyo-kuro. I think I nailed it the first time. I stumbled, thinking about it later. The garden still needs cleaning. Kanken and Hakuroken. Those are the two swords you carry with you? The long and short one? Yes, they're both very good swords. We aren't seeing things. Your short sword, the Wakizashi, is nowhere to be found. No, I left it around here. Huh? Wait, really? My Hakuroken's gone? Machide? You know, for a sword master to not be able to keep an eye on her sword, you may still be a provisional sword master, but still pretty embarrassing, don't you think? No, it's different. It really was here just a moment ago. This can't be happening. Well, good luck. Wait, please look for it with me. Sorry, no can do. Got places to go. So I guess if we find her sword and bring it back to her, we can recruit her. I'm assuming that's what will happen. These goddamn nut eaters. Take this, my dark blast! Alright, so there's nothing else up this path. Let's, I guess, make our way south here. Now take this, my dark blast! Guess we'll just attack and hope. No damage. Just got nutted on. No! Wow, does it just have high defense? Guess we'll just magic missile. Hey, Reimu, over there. What? Yeah. I'm jealous, so jealous. It isn't Parse. Why did you leave the underworld to come here? It's not like I like to go out. I was on the upper tier of the underworld when all of a sudden, massive roots sprouted forth and stretched down to the bottom of hell, blocking the way back down. I had no choice but to go up instead. Really, how can people carry on their life up here with such a bright light shining on them like this? I see. It must have took a toll on you. Oh, I thought you came out here to attack humans. That's good, that's good. I was just about to exterminate you. Yeah, Reimu's kind of trigger-happy. There's something I wanted to hear about. What is this great tree? Since when did something like this become enshrined on the surface? We don't know either. It grew like crazy here all of a sudden just a little while ago. It was really surprising. That's it. I just thought of something good. And that's how it is. So it looks like every yokai have been coming to this tree. After all, it looks pretty interesting. Every yokai? How interesting that sounds. I'm so jealous. I know, right? Ah, I see how. I see, that's how it is. We're also planning to scale this tree to do something about it. Want to come along? With this tree and its roots going all the way into the depths of the underworld, monsters of the tree who waltz around like they own this place and yours, and all these yokai inside enjoying themselves, don't you want to beat them all up? Just quit it. I've come here just a little while ago, and I'm still being jealous of the light that shines up so brightly on the surface. Alright, so... we'll kick the crap out of monsters. Don't feel like it. Alright, so we gotta find something, I guess, that will convince Parase to join us. We're gonna beat up this nut eater. Die, nut eater. Raimi doesn't look angsty enough in her portrait for how trigger happy she is. No, exactly. I'm not really... It's fine. Like, these illustrations are fine, but I just feel like Reimu's portrait is lacking a little bit of personality, in my opinion. That's all. Wah! That's a crying voice. I guessed as much. Wah! Oh, she's missing her parasol. The human part, at least. Hey, you, didn't you always have an umbrella with you? Let me explain. It's not with me because... Nah, let us guess. Since humans aren't surprised by you anymore at your usual place, you decided to try your luck in the Great Tree. You wanted to surprise someone here, but the monsters beat you black and blue and your umbrella got stolen instead. Your bruises make it easy to guess. Wah. Nailed it. I don't get it. She's an umbrella Tsukumogami, no? How could she be here crying when they took her body away? Come on, help me out. Get my umbrella back from those monsters. No way. No way. Wah. If your umbrella was stolen, do you know where it is now? I don't know. That's even more annoying. Wah. Wah. I like how we just all, like, completely ignored Nosuke being like, hey, how is she even... got some strong enemies here. Is she poisoned? Is that what that means? I guess, yeah, she was poisoned. Okay. Damn. Take this, my dark blast! Nut. Okay, we can remove poison. That's good. Yo, she just got jacked up. Marissa, actually, let's power up. Let's buff Marissa. Jesus, Rinosuke got one shot. Tsukumogami, yeah. Yeah, so, like, that's a, I guess it's like a Japanese folklore. How about remove nut? In Japanese folklore, an item that hasn't been used for 100 years will take on a life of its own. Like, it'll become like an evil spirit if something hasn't been used in 100 years. So Kogasa is an umbrella Tsukumogami. And Double Dealing Character actually had quite a few Tsukumogami, if I recall correctly. I believe the musician sisters and Ranko. Wait, not Ranko. Shit, what's her name? The is it Ranko? The drummer, like the drummer and the two like musician sisters are also the Kumogami. This is Marissa, right? Magic missile might actually just blast this nut, but we gotta kill this one. Okay. Oh no, Marissa just got one shot. Alright. We managed to squeak through that battle. Jesus. Alright, so Renosuke's dead. He went back home to the place where he belongs. What's Parse? Barely. Oh my god. This is not great. We're not in a good position here. My Dark Blast! We definitely need to kill this nut and this wasp as soon as possible. I'm gonna kill the wasp first, and then we gotta focus on the nut. We got a nut. Okay, she survived. She did not survive. She did not survive. Uh-oh, I think we're gonna die here. I think we should try to run away. We couldn't defeat the nut. Alright, so I feel like the game is Ayaya. You would be at Voices. Hello, it's been a while now. Well, if it isn't Aya, what are you doing here today? Never mind, you Crow Tengu love these kinds of scoops. You're always there when you can get a scandal-like article, and even more for this kind of news story. When the nut, yeah, I was defeated by the nut. I got nutted on. The truth is, I wanted to come here even earlier. I was a bit preoccupied. See, they're missing another word there. I was preoccupied. Oh. No, I'm probably dyslexic. Okay. I was preoccupied acquiring information on another bit of good news I had heard, which ended up delaying my investigation of this incident considerably. Yeah, see, that's completely fine. What's the big deal with being a bit behind schedule? That delay means the rest of the Crow Tengu reached here before I did, and they're probably at the floors above by now. This head start they have will be hard to make up. Ah, that's right. There's a lot of you paparazzi. Guess you lot have your own pressures. So, do excuse me while I start my comeback rally now. I've got some catching up to do. He's all fired up. Oh, she's gone now. I guess we'll maybe find her later in the dungeon? It's probably best if we just leave the dungeon right now, actually. Because Reimu definitely will not be able to solo any mobs. We'll just back out for now. And we can immediately go back in, so... Use special item. Do we have special items? Actually, is this how we're supposed to level up characters? I guess. Wow, I guess this is how we're supposed to level up characters. No wonder I'm getting my ass blasted. We'll level up Reimu. Oh, and we get a bonus point. How much speed do we have to give to a character before they can get an actual point of speed up? I guess that's important though, because if a character, if you could like just dump your points into speed, like speed is probably one of your most important stats. stat management is hard. And there's no extra stat to raise MP or TP, huh? Let's just buff. Keep buffing up speed. Oh, I see. So each character has an individual amount of experience, and you have to spend them here to level up. That's actually kind of annoying, actually. Marissa's really lacking on HP, so I'm gonna give her a little HP there. We definitely want to try to get more speed. Okay. He's the slowest member right now. Alright. So we did get an energy gem. An item that increases a character's max TP. That's really strong. Oh, wait. I see. You use it once, but only a character can only have it used 10 times. Like you only get an extra 10 TP from it. As a reminder, TP is the stat that is drained after battles when a character needs to heal after battle. And if they run out of TP in the dungeon, then that's when they go home. You know? So we can D-level characters. Okay, it costs EXP, but you can probably get your stats back. Like if you want to realign your stats, you just gotta pay for it, which is what it is. Oh, experience used will be returned. Really? That's, if they let you just level down like all the way to 1 and just respec characters, that's good actually. Distribute level up bonuses without modifying. Oh, you can just redistribute these bonuses without leveling down. Okay, that's cool. Yo, that's pretty sick. Okay. That's just a nice thing to do. You know what? I should probably actually buy like weapon. There has to be a cost. Hey, Nitori, in the Great Tree we found something we don't really understand. A material. What's that? I'm asking you because we don't know either. We went ahead and picked it up, but it doesn't do anything special when repairing it. Does it have a use? Don't you have someone in your party way more experienced at running an item store than me? So what's it do, bro? Well, even though I have the ability of knowing the name and utility of tools, when I see these kinds of items, all it tells me is that there's no specific use for them. Just like Reimu and Marissa said, it appears to carry some traces of spiritual and magical power, so we may be able to use them to make some useful gear. And that's where you come into play. When you talk about making things in Gensokyo, Kappa are the first thing to come to mind. So you want me to find a use for these things, huh? I can't fault your taste in choosing an inventor for these things. Oh well, there's no other customers other than you guys anyway, so I have some free time. I'll think about a way to put them to good use, and I'll let you know when that happens. Thanks in advance. Alright, so can we sell materials? Yeah. I mean, I guess we can't sell those yet? See, like, I want to be able to see these stats in battle. Is that the percentage of drop rate? Like, these are really low item drop rates. Jesus. Change party members. So, like you were saying, Nitori is the best part too. There has to be a cost. Like, I don't think there's a cost. Like here, I'm gonna level down Reimu, just for example. We're gonna level her down. Learned skills and assigned level up bonuses will remain, but level up bonus and skill point stocks will be decreased. Your stocks may show up as negative numbers as a result, but I got all of my EXP back. I'm back at 111. You can just de-level characters. There might be a situation where you would need to do that. But for my purposes, you can just change. I feel like you can just change the level up bonuses for free. Like you can drop the speed, and then go to max HP up, for example. So that's really nice, actually. Like that's a nice quality of life feature there. We don't have any money, do we? Yeah, we don't have enough money to do stuff. Where do I equip items and stuff? Can I just do that here? This will actually let her use the spell another time. The life fragment, the good old thing which you collect 4 of to increase your life count by 1. Make sure you collect lots of them to get a lot of life counts. Ant Rip Book. Book that records all sorts of troublesome things. It might allow you to use all sorts of status attacks, or it might not. Booster lets go higher when you jump. When you press jump while midair. If you fall from the ledge and talk to the professor, you get this normal version, and bad things will happen later. At least it's easier to master than V2.0. That's a Cave Story reference, isn't it? That's Cave Story, right? The booster, 0.8. Yeah, that's a Cave Story reference. I think you're a little bit behind the stream, right? Okay, so we do have some equipment. Basically, you can equip a weapon and then like 3 armorers, I guess. I definitely want I don't like how, instead of just showing me what I have, it's just listing every item in the game, I'm assuming. Like, oh, here's every weapon in the game. Do you have them? Or, like, I might finish typing that as you said it. That boosts his speed. Speed up 24%. Honestly, pretty good. Just want to see if it did it actually affect his speed. It's not. So yeah, like I guess the main complaint I have about this right now is that the menus are just sort of a little cluttered. Okay, so we want to go south, and maybe let's go to the left, okay? Over here. So who's here? We found some sort of tunnel at the end of this wall. Looks like we can go through the other side. Okay, so that's the shortcut. Classic etrian odyssey thing. We got a nut. We should be able to. God, I forgot the nut has defense. God. God. Too much nuts. Yeah. Too much nut. Just can't stop nutting. On the other side of Reimu's group's location was a mysterious floating black orb wandering aimlessly. What's there? That's Rumia, a yokai that can manipulate darkness. She collects the darkness around and forms a bubble of darkness around her, but it seems to blind her as well. Quite the eccentric yokai. I wonder if she can hear me if I call her from here. Hey, Rumia. What? Someone call? Oh, I bumped my head. I can't see in front of me. Ow. Oh. Looks like she went somewhere else. That was predictable. Okay. That's all we can do there. Guess we're just still going. There's still a couple areas down here we haven't finished exploring. So we'll go this way. Oh, hey. Marissa, in front of us. Isn't that a Tengu? Yeah, I think I saw that girl before. What was her name again? Where did that Tengu go? I'm here. Ah, you startled me. How did you get so close? I remember now. You're Momiji, one of the guardians of Yokai Mountain, aren't you? Momiji didn't even, like... Didn't she, like, not get a portrait? Like, she's like a... She's not even like a... Like, sort of like how Cherno in Double Dealing character just sort of shows up as a mini-boss, but doesn't even have any dialogue. Isn't that, like, what Momiji was in Mountain of Faith? He was just like a sub-boss, but didn't even get any dialogue or anything. Being called a guardian is a bit too much. I'm just part of the patrol. Yeah, like, she's not even, like, an important character. So, what would a patrol Tengu be wandering around here for? The Great Tengu ordered us to investigate the Great Tree instead of patrolling the mountains. I wouldn't have come to this place otherwise. Aren't the Crow Tengu already doing that? That is quite likely, but they are doing so in hopes to get their hands on a scoop first. I am here because I happen to pull the short straw. Ah, I see. In any case, I will be going back. Going back shortly. Yeah, it's just like the smallest things, which like really like don't bring down the experience, but it is a little jarring. Humans from the village won't approach this tree. Strong humans and yokai are coming in for a bit of fun. It's more or less as the Great Tengu predicted. Oh my, going home so soon? Since you're already here, explore this place with us. You'll probably get more direct information that way, you know? I'm sorry, but my duty was only to patrol. Besides, the Crow Tengu will surely return with more information anyway. So I don't know how accurate that information would be. Those Crow Tengu like gossip way too much. What proof does anyone have that their information will be correct? And besides, those Crow Tengu only care about getting news before the other Crow Tengu for their next edition. Right. Compared to these crows, the information coming from the very serious White Wolf Tengu will be much more reliable. Isn't that right? And the Great Tengu told you that the Great Tree is a higher priority, right? I bet patrolling the mountain is a real bore, especially after getting involved with a major incident like this. That's true. The Crow Tengu would probably prioritize making their newspaper over actually reporting any accurate information. You're pretty good at winning people over. Great Tengu never did say to make haste in your report, I guess. Putting things that way does have a certain logic to it. I'm willing to help you for a while. Finally, Reimu and Marissa were able to convince someone to come with them. Sweet. We're in your hands then, Momiji. Of course it would be a side do-nothing, like a know-nothing character, like Momiji. For the time being, I will stand by at the human village. Call for me there if you need my services. Alright, so we finally got another party member. Alright, it's time to blast. Die. That almost worked, actually. Let's go. What do we got here? This treasure seems to be locked. Consume a treasure chest key? No. What's this? Okay, so we got 3 treasure chests. Let's do the middle one. I'm a sucker for the middle. We got the money growing tree and the Mr. Midnight oil set. And items discovery weekly. Huh. What are those? Increases money gained after battle by 2% just by being carried. Okay, let's go. Item drop rate by 2%. Midnight oil. Experience. Wow, those were good. Let's go. So basically we got it's not a huge amount, but just having passive EXP money and EXP boosting is good, actually. Jesus. He just got wrecked. All right. Can we take care of this nut? Nope. She's dead. Doesn't seem like there is an option for defense, which is unfortunate. What do we got here? We got manga meat. I don't know what that means, but we found some sort of tunnel so we can go through. Okay, here's another shortcut. That's good. Let's go. Alright, so we definitely want to magic missile this nut. We gotta kill this nut. I think I like the idea of the TP. Because it's sort of like if you are able to like sweep the enemies like I just did, you can just keep exploring. But I was only able to sweep them because of my speed being a little high. Anna is gonna die here, damn it. We gotta kill this nut eater though. I'm going to she's definitely going home without a TP, yeah. Alright, who's here? Oh, it's the red white and the black white. Is that the only way you can remember us? Rumia's an idiot. I believe she's in fandom, she's part of like the idiot gang, right? But her power is pretty strong, actually. She's actually, I think it's kind of it's definitely a trope where like some fan artists like make her like super scary because like her power is she's actually pretty strong. She's just dumb. Is that the only way you can remember us? We saw you over that side just some time ago, and we followed you to this area. What are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing? This amazing thick thing growing all of a sudden seemed kind of cool, so I came to take a look. Oh, but that doesn't matter. I want to ask you something. Do you have any manga meat? I do, actually. Yeah, I like Rumia a lot. Manga meat. It's meat attached to a large bone. It's hard to chew on because it stretches so much. I played too much and now I'm hungry. You have 3 manga meat? You got quite the cheeky attitude asking us for something and being so rude about it. If you don't want to do it, then fine. I'll go to the human village to look for food. You've got some nerve to declare your human-eating ways in front of me. You know I'm really good at exterminating yokai. I didn't say anything about eating humans, no. I just wanted to look for a meal in the village. You sure learned some really shady ways to deceive people. Now, she should be satisfied if we bring her some manga meat. It should be fine to gather them in our free time. And to be honest, I want to prevent unpredictable yokai from going to the village and spreading seeds of discord at all costs, too. You're way too nice for your own good, always paying full attention to whatever someone says. It's so easy to take advantage of that kindness. I'm hungry. Fine. We'll look for it, so don't move from here. Yay! I'm hungry. These wasps are actually, these wasps are gonna fuck us up. Let's hit this thing. Yeah, shot that guy. We're almost out of MP though, so like Marissa's not really gonna be able to fight effectively without concentrating, and I don't know if we can really afford to concentrate, so. Items weekly discovery, that's good. That's like another 2% item discovery, I think. Yeah, I think we're screwed here. I'm gonna try to do this, but we had to concentrate with both characters. Alright, Rinosuke's dead. Marissa's dead. I don't think Fantasy Seal, strong composite spell that targets all enemies. Really wish I could see what kind of enemy these were, but we're probably gonna have to run away. Can you get Rumia? Yeah, we'll be able to recruit Rumia as soon as I find some more manga meat. We found one on the ground, but we're gonna have to find some more. I wonder what happens if you die. I haven't saved though, so I'm kind of worried about that. So we're just gonna run away. Let's just go back to the village for now. My party's getting bigger. Way to go, Mari. What did you just make me say? Nuh-uh, that was all you. That's probably a reference to something. Anyways, it's good to have more allies, but only 4 people can be in battle at once, yeah? Is there any reason to get more allies than that? Of course there is. Only 4 people may participate in battle at a time, but you can still bring 8 others with you. The more people you have, the more battles you can endure, and the wider you can explore for each run through the Great Tree. Furthermore, people resting in the back during battle will slowly recover HP and MP. If someone's spent, you can shift that person to the back, where they'll slowly heal back up until they've recovered enough to fight at the front again. Though we don't quite have enough party members to do that kind of rotation, but don't worry about it. Just continue on as you are now, and give it more thought once we're up to 8 or so party members. Sounds like it'll be best if we make full use of the advantages of having many people to work with it and progress onwards. By the way, this might sound a little naggy, but do take note that you have to go to the human village and switch your party around to add new party members to the exploration team. Make sure to give the human village a visit later. And if you don't equip those weapons and armor, then they won't have any effect. What did you just make me say? That was all you. A lot of the character dialogue's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I don't mind it. It's fun. It's fine. Should be able to level up some more, right? Ooh, even Momiji started with some EXP. Let's go. She missed. Probably dump it some more to attack. Her magic is ass. Her magic is ass. I'm just curious, like, how much do we have to dump into speed before we actually see some speed stat increases? I do want to increase Kane's magic. Ooh, finally seen a speed increase on Marissa. Let's go. I'll take it. Fine. Feels good. We want to go to the human village and change members. We can put Momiji in the party. In fact, it might be better to actually put Momiji on the front line. Keep Renosuke kind of in the back, chilling. Yeah, she's bulky. She's got a lot of HP. So, do you create balanced or min-max characters? I guess it depends. This game gives you a little more freedom than a normal Etrian Odyssey game, I think. So, like, we can respec the character loadouts at every time, but also, unlike Etrian Odyssey, each character is unique. So, I guess I'm just sort of gonna be doing what I feel like, which will probably end up being more balanced overall. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like, I think right now, for example, Marissa's kind of like a glass cannon. Like a glass magical cannon. She has no HP, defense is low. And, like, Reimu is a little more balanced, but leans more towards magic, I guess. And, and I have equipped with, like, a magic stick, so she's, like, actually pretty strong. I wonder if we get to, I'm not gonna equip that manga meat right now, but if we, once we recruit Rumia, if we get to keep it, that'll be nice. We actually don't need to put the booster on Inosuke now that he's not in the front. I'm gonna unequip that. We're gonna put it on. We'll put it on the meat. I will say, and we're gonna save here, because I am curious about what happens when you fall in battle. So, since I've saved, I guess we'll just let it happen. If it happened. This way. And this way. And I'm gonna look at a little bit. Gosh. This is just the first floor, and it's enormous. Tree ring cave. Die. Let's go. Nut. Alright, so Momiji can take care of enemies with high defense. What's that? Oh, what's that up there? That's a boss icon. Boss icon? It marks any spot which hides something that holds enmity for us. Before we go near them, we should be well prepared for the worst. It also says level something on it. What's that? It says level 3, though it's super hard to see from here. That's the challenge level. What's that? For example, if we defeat that boss with a party average of 3 or lower, we'd get some reward out of it. The challenge level boss marks the recommended level for taking the battle on. Basically, if the boss is fought at the challenge level, it will present some challenge to it. Using that icon as an example, fighting the boss at level 3 may be a bit challenging, but 4 or 5 will make it quite easy. Basically, something like that. Okay, so that's why you can level down. You can level down if you want to get the rare items from fighting the challenge, like the bosses at the challenge. Yeah, that's pretty smart. But if we fight the battle above level 3, then we don't get any rewards, right? That is true, but the reward level is designed to prevent us from mixing up the means and the end, and do things like always grinding and never advancing. By the way, if we've already leveled beyond the challenge level of the boss, we can always level down. Yeah, so there you go. So we'd be able to meet the challenge even if we overshot the challenge level. Well, whatever is fine. Let's just go to where the icon is. Cool. I guess we'll just try it, right? So let's give it a go. What's over there? That monster is holding up Kogasa's umbrella. It's probably the monster that attacked her and stole her umbrella. What do you want to do? Yokai exist to be exterminated. Yokai exist to be exterminated. Exterminate. Exterminate. I ain't too sure that it qualifies as a yokai. No point in arguing. Let's go. That's a lot of nut eaters. And they all got their turn. Holy shit. Alright, so we want... Yeah, Momiji's pretty strong against this one. We're going to... I don't know if this is strong enough to kill all the nut eaters in one blow. We're gonna try it, though. It was. Hell yeah. Let's go. Rabies bite. Marissa was one shot before she was able to fight. Nice. We can... swap. And that uses up her turn. Okay. But it doesn't use up all of her ATB, so that's good. I'm gonna do another rabies bite. We missed. God damn. I'm gonna increase everyone's defense here. And you're going to heal Ane. Damn, he's strong. He's a strong motherfucker. I don't know if we'll be able to win. It'll be close, that's for sure. Oh, Momiji, come on! No, come on! Momiji, because Reimu's definitely gonna die in one hit here. We're gonna try and concentrate, because we need MP back. She's definitely not gonna be able to... Reimu definitely will not be able to attack and defeat the enemy. She did... She had a nut thrown at her. No. Reset party status to before battle and refight, or you can return to Gensokyo. Let's return actually, because we can probably buff more. Oh, did we get an achievement in? Did we get an achievement for dying? Kind of curious. Where's the achievements? At the, in school. Achievements. Get defeated for the first time. That's funny. Let's... I have a little bit of money, right? So I can... Yeah, we can level up their skills, too. I actually haven't done that yet. We get some more HP and defense on... that would be cool. Let's buff up magic a little bit. Get a little more HP. We're at it. Because it only costs a few gold for these first buffs, so like why not, right? I want to attempt that one more time. But fortunately, losing's not too bad. Like, getting your ass blasted is not too bad. You know what? Marissa didn't even get to attack last time. We can afford to use some magic on that guy. Alright, so our average level is 3, right? How do we, Yeah, average level is 3. We already did this. We saw this. Yeah, let's do it. So it called Underlings, and then it used Umbrella Spin, which immediately lets everyone else attack. Buffing Momiji, well, buffing everyone is probably a smart idea, like I'm doing, but Momiji's doing like a ton more damage, which is good. This could be bad. Alright, we're fine. Alright. Beat it. And we even did it at the challenge level, so. Perfect. Look what you did, Reimu. If you weren't so rough in that battle. Oh, we broke it. Though it looked to me like Marissa's double tap was the shot that broke it. Quit it. Let's not play the blame game here. Whatever the case, what are we going to do with this umbrella now? It was a valuable item to that girl, right? I don't know. We want to fix it up. Couldn't we ask Nitori? It doesn't look like fixing this umbrella would need very powerful materials. It would be good if that was the case. For now, let's just take it with us. We can go back to Gensokyo to see that kappa later. Alright. Well, we'll be able to get Kogasa. Well, that's good. Just gotta go back to the shop. See what Nitori wants. He'll explore a little bit over here. Something I will say, this map is huge. Like, this map is absolutely enormous. And there are parts that it doesn't even look like we'll be able to get to from this floor. Racer of Power. Die. You don't belong in this world. Miko's board. When used, it increases a character's equipment mass by 1. It takes 50 to get one character's equipment mass to max. Don't even try to imagine the time it'll take to max it out for your entire party. That's a funny joke. It takes 50 to get one equipment mass to max. I guess that's a Dark Souls joke. It looks like actually items don't give you like a ton of stats, which it's a good and interesting choice, probably. Like, you know, normally equipment sort of just like boosts your stats, and you just upgrade it over time, but it looks like these items are going to be mostly usable for the entire game. Like, that's what it seems like to me. You don't really have a lot of MP to spare, so we're just gonna attack this guy and it should die. Alright, so this is probably the game that I'm going to be playing mostly for the month. Master, that's good. Alright, so that filled out the whole bottom of the map. We still have to go up north to finish the top section. But we're also pretty strong right now. Yeah, I was thinking Ane might leave after this fight, but I got lucky. She has 1 TP left, so she can probably handle like 1 more battle. God, it's the Nut Eater. All right. Something that I've sort of noticed. Oh, wow. Became 0 somehow. Even though she didn't take any damage or anything? Huh. Strange. Oh, I could have put her in the back line, I guess. So that she would be still in the party. Okay. Here. Bulletproof armor. Oh my. Wow, Ramelia on the first floor? Oh my. Is this who I think it is? Ramelia herself? What you doing here? It's not just me. Good day to you. Oh. Your gatekeeper ain't looking too chipper. She's only carrying our luggage and leading the way for her. She can easily handle it. Isn't that right, Melee? Yes, it's no problem at all. Poor thing. Anyway, you took the maid and gatekeeper with you, huh? What are you doing here with them? My, wouldn't our reason be the same as yours? What other business could we have in here? Whoa, really? You folks are here to solve the incident too? No, of course not. We're here for a picnic, obviously. By those words, that means you people are here to resolve the incident. Considering your group, I suppose it's not very surprising. This kind of fun-looking event doesn't happen very often, yet you're so quick to resolve it? How uncouth. We will have to enjoy our picnic quickly before you resolve this incident then. Mei-ling, let's go. Yes. It's like get ready for your dick flattening. Yes, dear. Perfect then. My best regards to you if we meet again. In the eyes of the Scarlet Devil Mansion's vampire, all this uproar is only worthy of a picnic. And if you start thinking of it as a picnic too, you might even start to enjoy our adventure. Just want to go back home. See, being faster than the wasps. Oh, it's just Marissa who is, but still, like being oh no. I thought she was strong enough to kill him, but it was a lie. What I was gonna say was being faster than the wasps is really good because I thought Marissa could one-shot them still, but she's just a little bit too lacking in physical attack. And we're out of MP, so we got here. Bludgeon. I'll concentrate, because then I'll be able to use a magic again. Honestly, the wasp is probably the most dangerous thing. I'm gonna take that guy out. And then next time Reimu gets to move, probably concentrate with her as well. Oof. Even healing, he just died. Great. We'll probably be able to handle one more battle. Okay. Let over here. Got here. Wah! Ah, 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 ah. Is it just me, or did that laugh we just heard seem like it came from someone really dumb? Is that you, Marissa? You're asking for a punch, aren't you? Wah! Ah, ah. Here comes the greatest swordswoman. Wow, did Cherno steal her sword? Yomu's sword? Yes, I'm asking for a punch over there and clench that fist hard. Yeah, see, that's a good bit. That's a good Ray Mauri bit. Sure. That hurts. What are you people doing? You must be jealous of the strongest swordwoman's strength and beauty. Shut up or I'll hit you again. You've been making a racket for a while. A swordswoman? Really? You don't carry a sword normally, right? That Wakazashi, isn't it the sword that the half-human, half-ghost girl lost? She was in such distress over it, too. I believe its name was Hakuroken? It's not. Who cares about that? This is my sword, and it's the strongest. She appears to be denying it vigorously, but it's likely that she stole that sword. You have to wonder what kind of sword master allows her sword to get stolen. You're wrong. This is mine. So, where did you find it? Let's see. I was walking around here looking for something interesting, and I came across this girl repairing her sword with a really serious face. I thought I'd bug her a bit, so I reached out for her wakizashi, but she was so focused on fixing her sword that she didn't notice me at all, so I went ahead and took it. So she treated that as permission to take it. She's quite something. That girl's probably the only fairy who does that, and the fact that I can't assertively say so is what's real bad about fairies. How's this? Cool, ain't it? Watch, I can swing it real good, too. Wide open. You're trying to swing that sword without proper training. All you were doing was clumsily flailing the sword around. Since you're small, the weight of the sword was too much for you. Not to mention that you were trying to swing it while flying, which is when you can't exert the full strength of your arm. That's why it was so easy to take it from you. Ooh, not bad. Alright, so we got Yomu's sword back. Let's go. No, I took it from some random nameless fairy. I have no obligation to return it. Stealing from others is not something you should do. Now let's go apologize to her owner together. She is completely lost without her sword. Grr. Idiot, eat this. Ah, cold. Looks like that fairy escaped. Indeed, she will need some punishment next time we meet. She's quite powerful for a fairy, but in the end, she's still a fairy. I doubt she can do any worse than that. She shouldn't be able to make any more of a fuss if we leave her to her desires. Yeah, let's just leave her be. We found Yomu's sword and all. Might as well focus on getting it back to her first. Alright. Yeah, we can probably handle 1 or 2 fights in this area. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take... If I can take out this wasp, that would be really good. Let's go! Let's go! Because then we can do this. And... That's, he's not strong. I don't think he's gonna be able to punch this nut. So, concentrate, I guess. Ow. Rest in peace, Renosuke. He's definitely gonna die here. And even if he doesn't, he is definitely not going to stay. He has no TP left. Here he goes. Alright, so let's do this left area first. Do this one first. Lucky Horseshoe. Okay. We gotta get rid of this wasp. The wasp is so bad. I missed? Holy shit. That's not good. Momiji might leave after this fight. Damn. Ooh, good. We got one more fight in Momiji. Let's go. We got one more fight from her. Got an insect exoskeleton. And there's a level 4 boss over here. We're just going to Astral Spell these guys. Oh, do you drain 1 TP regardless if nothing happens? That makes sense, actually. That makes it that you can't explore forever. The narrow road shaped by the tree's roots that Reimu and her group took was now completely blocked by a thin block of ice. We can't progress any further. This could be a problem. This is probably Cherno's doing. Might be. He just had to go and do that. Stupid fairy. Okay. Move Chris's out of magic. Oof. Might be finished here. We managed to win, but yeah, they're both done. Alright, so we gotta go back. Damn, you're almost finished the floor. What do we get here? Swiftness gem. But it doesn't tell me for what. I wish they would tell me what for. Walk a total of 1,000 steps. Soon you'll be able to boast about being a good walker. Nitori, are you there? Yeah, I'm right here. How may I help you? Sorry to say, but we're not buying anything right now. How about this umbrella? What's with this broken umbrella? Can you fix it? Yeah, I can probably fix it, but I need materials. We need an insect exoskeleton and a great tree's leaf and about 120 money, I guess? You're charging us? You're not going to ask me to do it for free just because I'm good at it, right? Right? But, well, we have all the stuff you need. Should I give them to you now? If you'd like the umbrella repaired, be sure to do so. If you have the necessary stuff, give them to me already. Come on, we have it. Alright, we fixed it. A better job than I thought it would be. This is nothing for a kappa, it's child's play for me. Oh, we can just buy manga meat. Okay. So let's buy one, and then we just need to find one more, or we can buy another one, and then we'll be able to get, recruit Rumia. So the average level for that boss was level 4, so we can actually give everyone another level boost here, which is good. Okay. I guess she has enough. We can level up Reimu to level 5 if we wanted, but we don't want to do that. We do want to change some equips. What else do we have? Horseshoe. Physical plus 50. Physical defense? Excuse me. That's good, actually. Put that on... That's actually probably a better item for... use that. Shock defense. Was she hit by like a shock back a little while ago? Pretty bad. Right. So now we can recruit a couple new characters. What? You're still around? Oh, this is Parse. Wrong character. There we go. This is Kogasa, I think. Yeah. She's still crying. She can't possibly have been crying all this time, I hope. Stop bawling already. Here. My umbrella, you were able to find it? We didn't just find it, we had to collect materials to repair it because it was broken. You better be really grateful. No, I'm really, way too grateful. I'm so happy. Is there anything I can do to pay you back? Well, you could help us search this place. We don't have enough people right now. You won't be dragging us back like me. Holding us back is probably... no problem. As a Tsukumogami, we have to repay any debt we have whenever we can. It's a really serious matter for us. That's so? It's the first time I've heard of that. The first time I've heard of it, too. Yeah, Kogasa's Well, if you feel good about helping us, then the feeling is mutual. Let's work together. Hey! Let's go. You're not planning on getting in any mischief at the human village, are you? So something that I haven't, I guess, talked about particularly is that, was Yomu all the way over? That was Rumia, right? Where's Yomu? Unless this turned into Yomu. Oh, that did turn into Yomu. Okay. Yomu was a fight, I guess, first? That's fine. But something I haven't like talked about explicitly, but I have noticed it, which I think is cool, is that the more battles you fight in a single run, the more your loot scales. Like you get more, the more fights you're able to finish, which is really good. I think that's a cool idea, actually. Oof. First it took a big hit. Mercy can still fight, though. That's good. I want to try and fight that boss. But, hey, just now, did you hear something? Oh, it's Chen. Chen! I can't do, the Shinigiwa satellite. Just now, wasn't that Chen? The Shikigami of Yukari's Shikigami? That was her, right? What's that girl doing? That cat was probably running away from the enemies that are coming at us right now. That bleeding ghost cat making us clean up our mess. Can't be helped. Let's go. Oh, looks like it's just a normal fight. Okay. All right. They weren't that much for us in the end. Chen would have had a lot of trouble with them, though. Then why did she come here in the first place? And do we know where the cat went? I think she didn't run towards the exit, but went further in. No helping it. Let's protect her if we meet again. Alright. Took that out. Do we have enough money for manga meat? No, we do not. We've pretty much explored the entire map that is available to us. So the only things left are actually, for us to do right now, are to fight Yomu. And, recruit Rumia, which I'm going to try to do right now, but we don't have enough meat to satisfy her. So if we don't, we'll continue tomorrow. I've started to get the hang of what direction I need to be pressing the control stick to move in the direction I want, but it's definitely still, I'm not like fully Fortunately, the game does remember what your party screen was set up before you changed things in the dungeon, so that's good. I guess it keeps like the formation permanent. What I'm curious, and I'll check this right now, is if EXP is shared by everyone, or if everyone gets the same amount of EXP at the end of a battle. I'm gonna look here. Oh, she survived that. Wow. We just got 17 EXP. Oh, and now I can't even check Kane's EXP. Oops. 445. So we just need to check after this next fight. Alright, so have 455. 458. I guess we got an EXP boost after. So overall, I think this game is really cool. I like it a lot. It is actually like a lot easier than Etrian Odyssey, which isn't a bad thing, but they definitely simplified the game in some aspects, like the strategy of it. Like, not having to find the exit when you want to leave, if you don't have the escape rope item, and like literally just being able to leave from the menu is really good. I think the TP system is a good way to balance how much you can explore at once. If we can get enough or a mangum, that would that's the battle for Momiji. She's done. Let's see if Reimu and Ryunosuke can finish the fight. Alright, that was enough. Great. Perfect. Well, let's just keep fighting until we can't fight no more. I don't think Ryunosuke will be able to fight alone. So I guess that's it. Leave the dungeon there. Like, that's really... got a training. I really wish they would tell me what the achievements were. Like, they can just show me, literally. Get more than 100 battle points on your character. Each character has a value for amount of times they've been in battle. What does it have to do with the game, you ask? Not much. Is that what battle points are? Okay, that is battle points. Okay. Is it? No. Maybe not. Might not. Or maybe it is, actually. drop some stat points here. I guess we were supposed to maybe recruit Yomu first. Let's see. It looks like Kogasa is another physical brawler, so... Just based on how her stats are started. And we got some more special items. Item that increases a character's defense base value slightly. Okay. Item that increases maximum HP. Use skill points. Oh, that's something She does have her hat. She's just holding her hat. Just ignore Yomu, keep her Wakizashi. Unfortunately, that is the only thing it seems we can do to progress the game. So unfortunately, we are locked behind having to unlock Yomu. Which is funny, because if you look here, I think the implication is that we were supposed to get her before we got Kogasa. That or Rumia goes here. That's funny, though. Because Kogasa is the 8th party member. One more thing before we call it for the night. I want to buy... We're gonna buy another manga meat. There we go. So now we have 3 manga meat. And that is Rumia. So we're going to hop right in tomorrow. We'll unlock Rumia, and then we'll go beat up Yomu. Or maybe we'll go beat up Yomu and then unlock Rumia. You know, one or the other. That's what we're gonna hop in. But we're gonna call it for tonight. It's late. I played for a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I just wanted to keep. I want to keep going, but we gotta stop. Unfortunately, this is sick. I'm having a. I love Etrian Odyssey. As long as we are going to beat up Yomu, because I think her space turned into a boss battle. A level 5 boss battle. She's the boss of the floor. I guess some not final thoughts, but some other stuff that I guess doesn't, that it's like simplified from Etrian Odyssey. It's like, obviously that's where it takes most of its I guess inspiration from, but it's not quite full Etrian Odyssey. Obviously the party system is a little bit different. The way they've balanced needing to, like, not being able to stay in the dungeon forever with the TP system, but also like healing up after every fight by consuming TP and stuff. Like, that's actually really cool. Really good way to simplify the systems of Etrian Odyssey. It's really cool. I like that a lot, actually. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like, and I mean, I could be wrong. I guess we haven't gone down deep yet, but I'm hoping that maybe we'll get some foes on the battlefield, maybe? I was gonna say it sucks that they don't have them here, but I guess we're only on the first floor, so it might be kind of weird to expect foes to be on the first floor. We'll see. I am curious how big the floors are, because like we look on the first floor here, it's a big, like, the map seems really big, and that was just the first floor, so, you know, I'm hoping that it's like a good, meaty game. 30 floors, like a classic Etrian Odyssey, but, well, I guess we'll see, you know? I'm really glad I got this game. This is so much fun, actually. But I'm just, a big nerd. A big RPG nerd. I guess we'll call the stream there for the evening.